How's it going, Mo?
Good.
Guess kind of the question floating around. How's the knee feel?
Good. I've been working real hard to get back right.
And obviously, the injury history has not been kind to you. Was there ever a point after last year where you thought maybe it's just not in the cards for me, or did you know automatically that you wanted to come back?
That's never an option for me to stop. If I was to stop, I would never know what the result would be from all the hard work I put in all my life. You know what I'm saying? So I know I still got it. Unfortunate that it happened, like unfortunate circumstances, but I'm not going to just wallow about it and just say, oh, it's over for me. I still got 3 years left of eligibility. I got time to show what I can do, and I'm going to compete and get my spot back.
What was the mental process like of getting back from a second major injury? Was there anybody specifically in this room or maybe in the linebacker room who you really looked to for advice or conversation when you were trying to get it right mentally after that injury?
When I was going through that process, it was real tough. You know what I'm saying? I tried so hard to get back as fast as possible, and for that to happen in the first game, it was unfortunate. But I was really, it's not. I wouldn't say it was too much. I was relying on teammates too much. It was more of a family thing. I tried to get some comfort from my girl, my brothers. I talked to Demo a lot. I just tried as best I can to stay level-headed until it was ready for me to get surgery and then get back to work.
Hey, Mo, before the injuries and stuff, you were a guy that was a regular player on the field. You were even, named the most improved defensive player in the spring heading into 2022. I got to ask, what were you like as a player back then, and how do you feel like you can get back to being that guy that was a consistent playmaker out there?
Physical, fast, attacked everything. And I feel like I still haven't lost it, Well, coming back from these injuries, the medicine that we got nowadays, it's not hard to come back from a knee injury at all. You just got to be willing to put the work in for it. So it just takes a little bit of time just to get back to that 100% mark where okay, I'm back to being me again. But after these couple of days, man, I could say I'm damn near right there.
Mo, because you've been through this before and you mentioned the medicine advancements, was there anything they wanted you to do or not do that you hadn't done before?
Can you elaborate on that? What you mean?
In your recovery, I'm sure you had steps and processes. Was there anything, considering the last time, did they not want you to do or do specifically for this time?
One thing I did differently than the last time was just sometimes knowing when to stop. Sometimes it's just I will try to work through a lot of pain sometimes, but that was just my body telling me, hey, you need to slow down a little bit, back up a little bit, get some treatment, and then come back and attack it again the next day.
You guys have your first scrimmage on Saturday, and for you, it's like your first, real opportunity to go back out there in an 11-on-11 setting and stuff at Williams-Brice Stadium. What are some of the boxes you'd like to check off in terms of health, playmaking, all that for Saturday?
When I like to say being gone for 2 years down there now, every moment that I have on the field is so fun compared to being in my room after surgery. So I'm appreciating every little moment, but I just want to check off just getting my some big hits on Saturday. You know what I mean? Get that checked off the list. Going around, just running around, making tackles and plays and everything. Just getting the first scrimmage out the way and then seeing how I feel after that.
You get back on the practice field. You're in shells or whatever. How long does it take you before you're 100% comfortable to, go be yourself?
Oh, if I'm being honest, I feel 100% now, but the coaches are taking my time, making me take my time a little bit, and I got to remind myself I need to take my time too. Even though I feel 100%, my body might not be 100%. My mind and my body's not probably working at the same thing. So I need to, even when I feel like I could go full practice, sometimes I just need to take a little bit of reps off, you know what I'm saying, and just get more mental reps a little bit rather than we just started camp, go 100% every rep, every play, you know what I mean? So
there was no fear to go make it yet?
I feel like all the movements that I needed to do, I did before I got on the practice field. So it's just, at that point, I just got to trust my training. And you can't come out there scared or that's how you get hurt.
the defense having so many returners, how have you, with your unique perspective from the last couple of years, how have you seen that continuity and togetherness continue to grow throughout this fall camp?
Everybody's gelled in together perfectly, you know what I mean? It's obvious that I'm behind a couple people in the linebacker room, but I feel like the competition aspect of it makes me want to work even harder, you know what I mean? I love the competition aspect of it. It makes practices even more fun, even though I love practices. But everybody's gelling together well, even though we have a couple transfers in, you know what I mean? Not hard to talk to anybody. Communication is perfect, and that's pretty much it.
You mentioned how much fun it's been to be back on the field now, but when you're the last 2 years, when you have your downtime, I think you said you were like in your room a little bit earlier. What would you kind of do to take your mind off of, the injuries and stuff and, keep yourself, happy, I guess?
I mean, it was hard. I mean, it's not too many things that keeps me happy other than football. You know what I mean? I tried just watching some shows, you know what I'm saying? Watching the games. Every time I watch the games, I'm screaming at the TV. Like it's like I'm watching live film right there. But I enjoy seeing my boys have fun. But like I said, it was never a moment where I had like my mind was taken like off of the injury because I'm living through it. You know what I mean?
So do you have this year and 3 years, or do you have
This year and 2 years.
This year and 2 years.
Yes.
So you could play for 7 years.
I could.
Wow. Is that a master's or what would that be?
Yeah, masters.
Okay. You mentioned your first answer, like there was never an option to stop. Like how scared were you of the possible regret of like not giving it your all or not going through rehab? Like was the fear of, hey, I don't want to get to the end of this and regret not doing something as much as I could?
It was more of I know my potential. I know what I can do, and I'm not going to stop just because I have multiple injuries. Just because probably many people would probably be done in my position, but I'm not in the same bracket as those people. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep going because I know what I can do. So that's pretty much it.
2 questions. First, quick one. Do you remember any of the shows you watched? Did any of them stick out more than the others?
Oh, yeah. A lot of anime. I'm a real big anime guy. I watch One Piece. I probably already caught up to all the episodes in One Piece. Watch a little bit of Black Clover, just a lot of anime.
Awesome. And then real question. I know you said you had a lot of people around you kind of helping you stay level-headed, but how much of the recovery process was met with a lot of like anger or frustration? Like, I don't want to necessarily say jealousy, but a little bit of anger that you were on the sidelines and you weren't able to play.
The anger never was towards anybody. It's more towards myself. Even though it's nothing at that moment I could have did to prevent what happened, because what happened is going to happen. And there's nothing I could have did about it. It was just anger towards myself of like, man, why is this happening again? You know what I mean? But like I said, God always has a plan for me, and I'm going to trust in the plan and just keep working.
You talk about getting back to that guy that we saw, back in 2022, but is there anything about the injuries and what you went through that you're kind of not glad about, but maybe mentally you're a different person and you're kind of happy that kind of level happened?
Wait, say that question one more time. Make sure
I don't even know what I was asking. But like, not that you're happy to have gone through it, but is there something about when you went through it that kind of changed you, that you're kind of like, hey, like, I know, you said God had a plan. Something happened that made you maybe a better person now?
I feel like patience, because ever since I've been in college, my whole plan was 3 and out. Like, I know what I could do. I'm 3 and out, but it's been 2 years taken off of my plan pretty much. So this just taught me to be patient. My time is going to come. I just got to enjoy the moment and just work. That's all I can do right now. Just work and put it on film, put it on tape. Appreciate y'all.